Hey friends, so this week we get to learn all about bears. So we're going to be using this book to fill in our can have our page. So let's read this. Bears. Bears are mammals. Female bears have 1 to 2 bear cubs per year. Bears have sharp teeth and claws. Bears are omnivores. Bears eat many things, including fruit, honey, and fish. Deforestation and hunting by people are the greatest threats to bears. That's kind of sad. Bears live in many places around the world. Bears can be found in North America, South America, Europe, and Asia. Alright, so let's learn a little bit about bears. This is the bear life cycle. So they start up here as a baby bear cub, and then they grow to be a juvenile bear cub, and then they grow to be an adult bear, and then female adults will have about 1 to 2 baby bears per year. So the cycle continues. This is the brown bear. So the brown bear is a very large bear with small ears. They have a hump between their shoulders, and they can be a color of light cream to black. They have long claws for digging, picking fruit, and catching prey. They live throughout the world from North America, Europe, Asia, and Japan. Brown bears can be found in the plains and forests and tundra areas. They're omnivores, so they eat anything from grass, roots, and berries to moose, mice, and insects. They especially love fish. Humans are the only real enemy of brown bears. Humans kill brown bears out of fear and also for fur. Brown bears, such as grizzly bears, are well known for being aggressive. They hibernate during the winter. They can eat as much as 90 pounds of food each day. The largest brown bear is the Kodiak bear, and they're not good climbers, but they're extremely fast. They can run up to 30 miles an hour. Brown bears can grow up to 9.5 feet and weigh up to 900 pounds. They'll live up to 30 years. This is the giant panda bear. They're smaller bears that are black and white. They have big heads with circles around their eyes. Their short claws and thumbs are on their paws. This helps them climb trees well and tear bamboo easily. They live in 6 tiny mountain ranges of China. They prefer cold and damp forests. They're omnivores, so 99% of their diet is bamboo, and they can eat up to 35 pounds of bamboo per day. So giant panda bears are endangered because humans have cut down most of the bamboo they eat and the forests where they live to build houses. China now has laws to protect them, and they are now the rarest bears in the world. Some cool facts is that people used to believe that pandas were related to raccoons. Since 1995, they've been classified as bears, though. Pandas, like most bears, like to be alone, and giant pandas do not hibernate. They can grow up to 6 feet tall, weighing up to 550 pounds, and living up to 35 years. This is the polar bear. So polar bears are the largest bears in the world. They have black skin and white fur and nearly webbed feet, just like penguins. They're also excellent swimmers, and their fur is water resistant, again, like penguins. Polar bears live in Arctic areas of the world, so like Alaska, Canada, Norway, Russia, and Greenland. And they are mainly carnivores, so they love eating seals, walruses, caribou, and whales. Sometimes they'll eat grass, but they prefer meat. Polar bears have no natural enemies. Humans are threatening them by causing global warming. The ice they live on is melting and decreasing in area, so they aren't really able to live and hunt as much. Male polar bears do not hibernate, but females do. Polar bears are the most aggressive of all bears. Black skin and white fur allow these bears to soak in the sun's rays better. Polar bears have a great sense of smell. They can smell a seal 20 miles away. They can grow to be 11 feet tall, weighing 1,300 pounds, and they can live up to 30 years. That's a long time. Alright, so with everything that we've learned about bears, we're going to go ahead and fill in our can have our page. So something that bears can do is run fast. Another thing bears can do are climb trees. All right, there's other things that bears can do. I'll let you go ahead and fill in some others. We're gonna go ahead and go to have. So some things that bears have are sharp teeth and claws. Another thing that bears have are actually female bears have 1 to 2 cubs per year. So I'm gonna say females and then 1 to 2 cubs per year. All right, there's more things that bears have, so you can go ahead and fill that in, like ears, eyes, nose, all of those. We're going to move on to bears are. So some things that bears are, they are mammals, so they are warm-blooded. Another thing that bears are omnivores. All right, you guys can go ahead and fill that in with anything else that you would like to add, and make sure you submit it in, and we'll use it for our writing later this week. All right, if you want to fill in this bears can have our page, go ahead and do that. All you're gonna do is cut on these dotted lines, fold them back, and then it's gonna create a little booklet. So you guys can write a sentence behind each one of the little flaps using the can have are. So you have bears, and then you've created these little flaps. Bears can, you open it up and you have a sentence like, bears can climb trees. Bears have sharp teeth and claws. Bears are mammals.